Hello and welcome to Anjali's Bake Affair. Our Christmas recipe series is definitely incomplete without this traditional Christmas fruit cake with lots of rum and fruits. I shared with you some days ago how to soak the fruits. The detailed article on this is there on my website AnjalisBakeAffair.com. Link is here in the description box. You can check it out. You can replace alcohol that I've used here with some fresh orange juice or apple juice. So let's get started. What you need is butter, flour, brown sugar, eggs, some powdered cloves, cinnamon powder, ginger powder and nutmeg powder. These winter spices are what make this cake extra special, and of course rum that I've soaked the fruits in. I have soaked about 800 grams of these mixed fruits in 150 milliliters of spiced rum. The entire detail for this and substitutes for alcohol are all given on my website in a detailed article. Link to it is in the description box, or you can go and check AnjalisBakeAffair.com. Of course, I recommend using brown sugar, which is the one I used, although you can use white sugar as well. We'll begin with creaming this butter, which should be room temperature and soft, with the brown sugar. So put them both in a big bowl and start beating them. Beat them for about a minute or two till the entire mixture becomes creamy, fluffy and light. Now we'll add eggs one at a time. Add one egg and then beat it well into the mixture. Once all the eggs are incorporated well, put in the flour and all these wonderful winter spices. I have clove powder, then in goes ginger powder, ground nutmeg and cinnamon, my favorite of course. You can also add allspice powder. Now the quantities really depend on you. As you can see, I have used really generous quantities of all of these spices. They are about 3/4 to 1 teaspoon. So you can really adjust the quantities as per your taste and preference. Now take a spoon, mix everything together. This looks thick. Weather is really chilly and cold here. And now it's the turn of these yummy, amazing soaked fruits. In go them all. My goodness. Can you see? The fruits are really more than the cake here. And that's how it's supposed to be. But yes, you can reduce the quantity of these fruits if you so wish. So once all the fruits are inside, mix them well. Let everything become very uniform. And it's ready to bake. Now before you start to bake, remember that your oven should have preheated to about 130 degrees. Second thing is, take a few layers of newspaper or parchment and place it under your baking tin. Wrap it around the entire baking tin so that when you bake this, because we are going to bake it for 2 to 3 hours, so we don't want the cake burning from the sides or from the bottom or from the top. So these layers of newspaper or parchment will protect all the sides and edges of the cake. So put in the baking tin to bake for 2 to 2.5 hours. It really depends on a lot of other factors like outside temperature, your oven settings. So make sure that after 2 hours, you put in a skewer and check if the cake is done. Now it's ready, baked and out of the oven, and it looks really tempting and beautifully baked. Your entire house will be just fragrant with the aroma of this cake, the wonderful winter spices. You will love it. Now here you could do one thing. Take that skewer and poke holes all over this cake, and you can now soak this cake in some more rum or alcohol or orange juice. Now let me cut into it and show you how a slice of it looks from inside. Now that's what I call a fruit cake. A generous dusting of powdered sugar to make it look like a beautiful snowfall. Some glazed cherries just for that added adornment of this cake. And you're ready to dig in. You can find the detailed recipe for this with step-by-step pictures on my website, AnjalisBakeAffair.com. Go ahead, make this cake, enjoy your Christmas. Until next time, bye-bye and enjoy.